welcome to another episode of The Real Deal Show. I am your host, Asbeta Adhiambo. This is the technology episode and we'll be talking about social media affecting the youth today. Let's join our reporter Pauline Samba as she tells us more.
It has become appallingly obvious that technology has exceeded our humanity. It is not that we use technology, but live technology. How then can we use technology and help the youth move from the addiction they are now in to positive use?
I think the best way we can do this is to make sure that parents are alerted earlier, and also the government should also be alert by telling the parents what they should do with their children, because you find that the age below 18, these are the people using social media a lot, and this is what we should include it in our constitution, so that after 18 years, maybe this is the time we can give these people, because they are now responsible, so the addiction can go down. But this moment, it is a collective thing. Both parents and the government should do something.
The real problem is not whether machines think, but whether men think. Let's now take a look at what the experts have to say.
Okay. First of all, social media can be stopped in a way that it should introduce things that can entice them more than social media. That means they should, first of all, as Christians, they involved in Christian meetings and church issues can make them sway them from social media. I think, to me, social media is something that has been abused by the youth, and they think that it is the only way to go. But to me, I think social media shouldn't be encouraged so much. The right replacement for social media is youth meetings, social gatherings that can be held to them. I think that is the Christian appreciation seminars.
Technology should improve your life and not become your life. Pauline Samba for The Real Deal Show.
Today on the show we have an amazing lady who works at Shine FM as the head of social media accounts, or probably the online marketing. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming to the show. What exactly does your job entail?
Social media, being the head of social media, it entails me being in charge of like all the social media platforms in Shine FM. That's the Facebook, the social media platforms, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram account, and even the website. So it's all about managing those accounts, making sure that they're running every now and then, and making sure that whatever has been posted there is in accordance to what the radio station stands for.
Okay. So social media is very deceiving at times. How credible is the sources you use? What sources do you use?
The sources that we use for our post, they're majorly because it's a gospel radio station. Then the post that you have to put on the social media, they have to have like a background of biblical facts. And also also the sources that we use, they're the news, the happenings, what is happening in the country, what is happening worldwide, even internally here in the university. We come up. That's why we come up with posts. And also we have memes that are educative, memes that are Christian based. So basically I would say that the major thing is that the posts are Christian based.
Social media is relatively easy to manage, being for kids and grown-ups. Why do you need management?
You need to manage the social media because first, it's not that you have that it's not about not even trusting the employees. It's about even what people tag you in social media. You know, the people who can tag you things that you do not subscribe to. So you'll have to keep checking so that those things you can untag yourself, or rather you can repost them if they really do talk about what you subscribe to. And then also the fact that social media has to have management, it's because you have to keep to make sure that it's running every now and then, because if it's not running and you see, like for example, Shine is a radio station, then that means that communication is not being brought out there as it's supposed to be brought out there. So that's why it needs management, so that you can have the right information there, you can have the right people who are tagging you things, because especially when it's a media entity, people will tag you in things, and then if you do not notice that you've been tagged in such things, you might start destroying your reputation out there.
Yeah.
So that's why you need management, and also to make sure that it's running every now and then, and there are people who even go there to ask questions, so that you make sure they are being answered and they're being advised on what you do and what they want to know about the station.
I understand that for Shine, you don't get a chance to go out and look for news yourself. Where exactly do you get the news stories that you post from? Do you copy paste them from other people?
Not really. Do not copy paste. By the way, if there is one good thing I know about our country, Kenya, for example, is that news that happen, they are not just news. People always have a way to pass them. A word of mouth, the internet is there, so you don't really do copy paste. News get to us.
Okay.
So we use internet. We have even people who can call and say this is happening in such kind of a place. For example, if an accident can happen on Mombasa Road, we have students who would call and say this is happening, and so all you need to do is just a backup check and confirm that this is happening, and then we air it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with all this social media being online marketing for Shine FM, it has not yet gotten out to the audience outside. Why is it that way when Shine FM is being marketed everywhere online?
Because it's being marketed, yes, and because it's a school-based radio station, sometimes you find it hard to put it out there, although it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. We are really working hard for that. And then you find that the people who come, they really want to listen to the mainstream radio. Where people want to hear about so and so, and then the benefits, the fact that the mainstream radios, they have the benefits. Like you call and you're given credit and something. Because Shine is something that is school-based and is still growing. You find that the listenership is not that much.
Okay.
But then it's a work in progress, as I have said, because I've started approaching some of these things that can make it that are going to make us be heard even by our own students. You can be embraced by our own students and then be embraced out there, because it has to start from within.
So does it mean that the social media or online marketing at Shine FM does not work?
Not really, they do work. Those people do work. But then you see, if people do work, but then the message is not gotten out there, it's because maybe people have not really embraced it, because there is this monotony, especially where people want only to subscribe to the radio stations that are renowned. Because when you're having a conversation, people will be saying, did you listen to this station? Did you listen to Hope? Did you listen to the Truth FM? Such radio stations. That's what people are talking about. So you find that people want to subscribe to these mainstream radio stations than Shine FM. But then, as I said earlier, it's a work in progress, and I'm hopeful, and I'm sure that it's going to be out there.
So being in Shine FM, there are a lot of people who run the accounts, not just you. It's like everyone handles the accounts. So how do you control the information that is posted in the account?
It's not everyone really who does handle their account. There are people who are in charge. I oversee it, because I have to write reports to a person who's just above me. So there are people, there's one who's in charge of Facebook, in charge of Twitter, in charge of Instagram, and in charge of the website.
Okay.
So these are the people who keep monitoring. They monitor the concentration of which social platform that they are on, and then they keep monitoring it. The people who are there, the only thing that the people have access to, especially the Shine staff, it's the Twitter handle and the Facebook handle, because that's where they can be able to manage to share their show's views. They can say this is the question of the day and share the topic of the day, but they don't really post anything. Any other thing is posted by now the people who are in charge of those accounts.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jim, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Kazi, tufanye kazi kwa nguvu zote. Kazi, tujenge taifa letu. Kazi, baada ya kazi burudika, ni wakati wa Tusker.
Tusker kubwa, bia yetu ya Kenya inayopendwa sana.
Baada ya kazi burudika, ni wakati wa Tusker.
Up next is our best segment, which is the Hyperlocal report segment. Do not forget to send your reports, your Hyperlocal reports, and remember, the best will be rewarded.
Hi guys, this is the Real Deal Show, and today we are in the business segment, and the topic of the day actually is, what is your opinion about dishonesty of tailors? So I'm here with a very handsome gentleman over here, and he's going to give me his opinion. So tell me.
Yeah, I really agree, and I really think tailors are really dishonest, because I had an instance. I had pants that I needed them to be mended so that they can fit, and when I went to a tailor, I thought they were gonna use due procedure and maybe use the tape measure my waist and kind of stuff, and yeah. But when I was explaining how I wanted it to be fixed, this guy was like, "Yo, I can see from like,
a distance.
Yeah, from a distance I can already estimate your size." So when they mended it and I came to collect my my trouser later, it wouldn't fit. Yeah.
It was a disaster, like
It was a
it was
disaster.
spoiled.
It was complete disaster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's my experience with these dishonest people.
Okay, I'm here also with another gentleman, and I'm going to get a brief opinion of him about the whole thing. What's your opinion about dishonest tailors?
Okay, now, particularly I have an issue with deadlines because tailors tend not to keep their word.
I'm joined here by a beautiful mama, and she's called Isabel. So, Isabel, tell me, what's your opinion among dishonest tailors, just generally?
Well, I think not most of them are honest because honestly, they'll tell you a price for material, blah blah blah, wholesale what. But if you buy the material for yourself, you find that whatever they were telling you on cost is actually cheaper. If you get the material for yourself. Also, dishonesty on timing. I don't think their timing is accurate.
So most of them tend to procrastinate.
Yes, or to be too ambitious.
This is the Real Deal Show. I was your host, Sylvie Chalo. Thank you. Adios.
As Christian Louis quotes, technology is a useful servant but a dangerous master. Thank you for watching the technology episode. Remember to subscribe to our channel. I am Asbeta Adiambo.